Okay, we got a few more things to move out of the way. We're gonna move the table, some of that stuff, so we can pull the Jeep in far enough to get it past the garage door opener. And the engine's ready to go in, so we will get it in and start to hook it all up. I'm really excited to get this done. Past that. There and adjust it up a little. Push the whole thing this way a little. Get that the bar on the side of the toolbox. But there's getting you one, but that'll work. Use it and try to weight this way. Too far. You gotta be centered between the tires. Okay, up there. Push back that way a little. Okay. We got the garage opener, so we got to move the Jeep in position. Okay, straight tires. One more. That way, more. Okay. Right, got the engine up and in place, got the Jeep pulled into the garage, got the new Brown Dog motor mounts in place. Gonna put a transmission or a jack under the transmission, jack it up a little bit, and we will let it down. Let it down ever so slowly. Looking up there. Getting hung up on anything. More. The engine's in. The motor mounts are bolted to the frame. The actual through bolt needs to be tightened up on each side. And the two bottom bolts are into the transmission, between the engine and transmission, are tight. So we will now push the Jeep back far enough we can get the engine stand out of the way, and then we will be able to start hooking everything up. Get the rest of the transmission bolts in, get the wiring and everything hooked up, get the torque converter bolts, then we can set the radiator and the grill in and get it all done. Alright, so we have the engine completely in, got everything connected, we hope, we think, maybe. Got oil up, antifreeze up, power steering up, windshield wiper fluid up. Anyway, so we are ready for the initial startup. The exhaust is not connected, so it might be a little loud, but we're going to go ahead and give it a shot. Alright, attempt number 2. Alright, let's see. Something is definitely out of order.
That's so funny. Nothing.
So those are hard to get messed up because they're
all pretty right to them.
pretty much right to them.
And did you swap 1 and 2 around?
I swapped 1 and 2 around.
Sweet.
But those 3,
They go straight to them.
I feel straight to them. So the only ones that could have been backwards was 1 and 2, and I'm not convinced they actually are.
Did we ever reconnect on the very bottom where it broke?
Connect what on the very bottom?
Off the fuel rod. Because it goes off that way and cuts down, and then I'm pretty sure an adapter or whatever. We had a. Dad doesn't remember. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Excuse me, pardon me. Cut down, and then it cut down right underneath this pulley, and it cut back in.
Oh, the fuel rail comes just straight back around here and down there. So I
And
don't
what was
know.
they took that off, but when it comes straight off, I had to. What pipe? Oh, it might have been this hose I had to. Yeah, because that gets down that one. Huh, I must be remembering something wrong.
But we have fuel. I can definitely smell fuel when it kicked. No problem. Sometimes you have to make custom tools out of your really nice, expensive tools. I put aftermarket motor mounts on, and they cover up the bolt for the shaft that turns the oil pump, as well as has the camshaft position sensor in it. I think there's a name for it. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, so I've got to make me an offset wrench so I can try to get in there and loosen the nut without having to take the whole engine back out. Or jacking it up and taking the motor mounts out. So I'm just heating up my nice expensive wrench. Not really expensive, it's just a Husky. And making myself a little offset. We're going to hope that it has the correct offset. Somewhat close. If not, we'll tweak it, rebend it, make another one, whatever we have to do until we get it right, so we can get in there and hopefully get the bolt loose so we can pull the whole shaft out and go from there. Right, so we went ahead and re-synced the camshaft, which consists of getting the engine back to top dead center, taking off the taking out the oil pump drive assembly, lining it up, putting it all back in. There are many videos on the internet about how to do that. I did take the time to record it, but we got that back in. Everything is lined up, topped off the oil, made sure it's full, rechecked all the fluids, and we are going to attempt again to start it. Yeah, get out there and let it dissipate. Did it blow? Oh, it blew that top radiator hose. After the radiator hose slipped off the water pump, we let the engine cool down, put it back on, tightened up the clamp, and stopped recording. Don't know exactly why, other than we were kind of in a time crunch. I was way excited. I wanted to get everything done. So we fired it back up, continued to do the cam break-in process as instructed by the cam company, and then been driving it. I think I currently have about not quite 9,000 miles on it, somewhere about 7,000-8,000 miles probably on the engine, and it's been performing without any problems. Been very, very happy. So as you can see, it's all installed, everything's hooked up. I do still need to change out the injectors, put the bigger injectors in it. Then I'm also going to put a higher pressure fuel pump in it. I replaced the downpipes and that whole Y connector thing, so I do need to put a new muffler on it and slightly bigger exhaust out the back. But other than that, I've been very happy with it. It has more power than it did before. Before it would shift at weird spots and do weird things, and it still kind of does, but I think that's a gear ratio thing at the moment. But as far as the engine's concerned, very happy, very pleased, and everything is working exactly as it should. So I appreciate you guys watching, appreciate all the support you give us. Leave your comments below and like and subscribe. Till next time.